settled here. See if we're actually got everything right. Do we look okay? And Watson's here, so Watson will be joining us again today. Because once again, we're home. Home on the range. What's going on, buddy? All right.
He wanted to say hi.
He's going to probably say hi a lot today. He likes these at-home shows because he gets to join in on everything. So.
And laugh at your stupid jokes.
And laugh at our stupid jokes. Thank you very much.
I never said my jokes were stupid.
Fine, laugh at. Yeah, sure are. We'll go with that. Anyway, you want to start us off?
Hi everyone, welcome to issue 17 of RCX Weekend Update. I'm Jacqueline.
And I'm Philip. We're the owners of Richmond Comics. And wow, we've been doing this for 17 weeks. So that in itself is
an accomplishment.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's more impressive, the us doing it for 17 weeks or the people that's been joining us for 17 weeks. So that takes a lot of effort also to put up with you and I for 17 weeks.
Yeah.
So anyway, we have a lot going on. You want to just start? Go.
We've already started. Keep
yeah,
going.
but this
free comic book summer.
So basically, the powers that be, which is really that's all they can do. We can't really have a whole bunch of people coming into a shop at one time, so they've decided to do free comic book summer. And the dates on it, which you may or may not be able to see here, are July 15th through September 9th. So what they're doing is they're actually sending us a different set of free comic book day books every week. And in that week, it's basically left up to the stores on how we run these events. And as we still don't want a ton of people coming in the store, with the pandemic going on and everything like that, we're going to kind of spread everything out. So our free comic book day summer, I guess events, since it's not really an event, will be on Saturdays. So where this says the 15th through the 9th, our free comic book day the first set of books will be available on the 18th. Well, we're not finished. Yeah, fine.
So on the 18th, we will have the first 6 titles available.
Which is?
We have Power Rangers, The Road to Ranger Slayer, and X-Men, which will go in everyone's box if you are a subscriber.
Along with?
I said both of them.
Okay, yes, both of those.
Jeez, he doesn't listen to
Sorry.
anything. And
I try, I do my best, I really do.
And the other 4 books that will be out July 18th are the Weirn, what is it called? Weirn?
Yeah, Weirn books.
Weirn books. So this is like a preview into a book that just came out last week.
Last week, yep.
And so they are like in between witches and it's like a Weirn is something in between a witch and some other power that be. And it's really cute how they fight the bad guy. So that's a preview to that book.
That book's here somewhere. I don't know where it is. It's probably over there in that stack. Isn't that it right there on top? So,
Right?
yes.
So it just came out. So if you falling. So if you like the preview, you can get you a copy of this. Hopefully we can order more if we run out. But it's really cute. How they fight against the vampires and shapeshifters and other weird spirit beings.
Right.
So it's really good. And then we have
Kirsten's book.
Yeah,
Sorry.
this is for Kirsten. Captain Canuck and Captain Battle. My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, and then Asterix. So we'll have those available July 18th. What are the conditions? Does everyone get a book?
So basically, with everything that we're doing, like I said, if you're like she said, if you're a subscriber, you're going to get these 2 books in your box, the X-Men and Power Rangers. So everyone will get one of those, so you don't have to worry about that.
And you'll technically get those on Wednesday if you're a subscriber, right? Or no?
It depends. Yes, it depends on how we go through the titles. There's a good chance, yes. If you're a subscriber, you'll have those in your box, so you'll probably could get those on the 15th ahead of time. else can get their titles on the 18th. And right now, depending on how many we have coming in, we're probably going to limit like 2 titles per person, similar to how we've always done it. And it's going to be 2 titles per person, but no more than, like if you're a family, you can't get 2 of the same title, which is basically the same
If you're a
rules
family of 3, you just get 1 of each, basically.
Correct. For every week. And then we're still trying to work on a few things. We're trying to put together some stuff. Logistically, it's all still kind of strange. But for people who's going to come in or wants to come in every week and pick up some titles and hang out, we're going to try to figure out some other kind of fun giveaway stuff later in Free Comic Book Summer. Not the first few weeks.
For that.
Yeah. So it's, but the big thing right now is we're doing them on Saturdays. So, no matter what you read anywhere else, ours will be on a Saturday. We will not be bringing more people into the shop on a Wednesday, which seems like a really bad idea to me since it's already our busiest day. So that will happen there. And also, if you're a subscriber in good standing at the store, you'll get these in your box, which the X-Men and the Power Rangers is actually the beginning of a new storyline going in their books. So this is kind of the kickoff. So they wanted to push these out. Boom and Marvel wanted to push these out ahead of time because these were actually the kickoff for the summer events. So that's going to be pretty cool. Right? Okay. Am I talking loud enough today?
I'm telling.
Okay.
I'm just staring at Watson drinking his wine.
Yeah, well, poor kid.
So, we talked about last week, I'll say it again and I'll say it all summer. We're doing a summer reading program for readers 15 and under. So we have some booklets, I don't have one with me today, but we have some booklets up at the shop with the instructions on them. But basically, we are just encouraging people to come in the store, buy some books, read them, tell us about them, and write them down in your little journal. And you can redeem your journal for some Watson bucks and be entered into a grand prize, which will be announced later this summer of what all entails in that grand prize.
And it's a Scholastic bundle, correct? Though we do know it's a
No,
Scholastic.
there's Penguin Books
Oh, it's
edition.
Penguin. Okay, so it's a Penguin and Scholastic bundle that we have for a
Yeah.
giveaway. Whole bunch of books. And then also we hope that we want to do the reading program to continue on, and we hope this leads into our all ages book club. It's kind of what we're trying to head into.
So if you participate in the summer reading program, we also are getting some stickers of the logo looks basically like this, but it says Reading Club on it. So you can be a cool kid with a sticker.
Right. So the reading
And the
club,
reading
like I
club.
said, yeah.
It's not going to just be through the summer. We're going to try to continue doing things throughout the year to encourage reading.
And then, like I said, you'll get all kind of stuff. You get a sticker, and probably at the end of it, there's a grand prize winner. And if you follow through, you'll probably get like a mug. We have all kind of stuff. Yeah, we have all kind of stuff planned for the all ages. So all ages is up to 15 or through 15.
Yeah, we're trying to get into the young adult.
Yeah. So if you're 15 years, 364 days, you're fine. But once you hit 16 years,
We'll be a little lenient on that. I was just trying to put a cap so I can't participate.
Right.
You know.
Correct. Watson can't participate.
Why not?
7 times 5.
Oh, you're getting into technicalities.
So,
Dog
anyway.
ears now.
Well, he's a dog too, so he can't read. So.
He reads a lot
He does read a lot.
and
Now he's
sleeps a
19.
lot.
Anyway, so yeah, join us for this. We have more information at the shop. Contact us. We also have more information there.
Instagram Live, again tomorrow night at 7. All books are $5. We're typically on air for about 30 minutes, unless Philip goes on a little rampage at the end, which happens a lot.
Hey, why you gotta be telling the truth like that?
Just saying, easy peasy. If you want to hang out with us, the comments sometimes get a little out of control. Talking about cookies and
I
things.
was gonna say, you derailed us last week. I had nothing to do with the
I don't know what
derailment
you're
last
talking
week.
about. Cookies are worthy of derailment.
And everyone who showed up yesterday and mentioned our Facebook Live sale group got cookies.
Yeah. So congratulations, you're special.
That's right. I'm special.
We will not have a Stanley card on Tuesday, once again.
Yeah, we will not. That's correct.
It's been stolen from me. But Facebook Live on Tuesday, we're only going to be showing new releases for Wednesday. We'll have some premium variants and some other new stuff. Like...
We have a slide for that later.
Yeah.
We have like
see what's
Buffy.
in those mysterious boxes.
Yeah, we have Buffy coming out this week with some, and then premium. We have Negan Lives, which is a Walking Dead.
See that one later.
We have a new Walking Dead issue coming out this week. We'll be doing that, but as Jacqueline said, we're only doing premium variants and new books this week. It probably won't be a very long show.
Unless, once again, we get derailed with Q&As or comments.
Correct.
So
that can derail
we're there
us,
for any questions.
but it will only be that. So it'll probably be a short show. So that's the plan. We will be tweaking our Facebook Live sales coming up in the next couple of weeks. Once again, just like everything else, we're working through processes. We don't have a whole lot to announce right now, but probably within the next week, we'll be able to announce what our new Facebook Live schedule is going to be as we get into the summer and everything like that.
We won't have as much new old stuff to show. So.
Right. So we'll be tweaking those, and then we'll let you know how that is. But we've had a lot of fun with a lot of people, and we want to continue at least the banter of that. So we'll tweak, work it out, and move on.
We're good at that.
Yep.
So we have some new releases out on Tuesday. We have Black Panther Rules. Discover what it takes to be a superhero. And this is kind of like a how-to book. It's got cute little doodles in it. I don't want to bend it, but yeah. How to be a superhero. And then there's a Star Wars one. Use the Force. Discover what it takes to be a Jedi. So it gives you all the details about, I don't know anything about Star Wars. The differences in the light side and the dark side and what a Jedi is and all these other names.
A Jedi.
Jedi?
A Jedi. A Jedi is a Volkswagen.
I didn't say Jedi. Anyways, I can't hold more than one book at a time.
Luckily, you have a table in front of you.
These are new on Tuesday. Some cute doodly how-to books by Marvel and Penguin. And then Knights Club Book 4. So this is kind of like, I won't say a role-playing game, but it's a choose-your-own-adventure book. So you like read a panel and then you pick how you want the story to go. So this book could be read so many times, so many different adventures can be had. You select your character and it's basically a game in book form. And so this is number 4, so we also have 1 through 3 at the shop, if that's something that interests you. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
More new stuff.
More
I should
new
have cracked into the boxes and gotten this stuff out.
Probably. Would have probably been a good idea, but we were busy yesterday.
I feel like you would have told me no.
Probably.
So we have some more kid stuff coming out on Wednesday. Backstagers Volume 2 novel. So we just got in a reprint of Volume 1. So we have Volume 1 and 2 now, if you're interested. And the Backstagers is a comic, but these are novelizations of their stories. Steven Universe. I don't remember what volume that is. It's like 16 or something crazy.
It's not listed here.
I'm just kidding. There's a Marvel Action Avengers, and that's like a throwback story, I think.
Yeah, they're doing some reprints of some older kid-friendly issues of Avengers, and so like this one says it's starring Iron Man. So they are taking some old Marvel issues and reprinting them as IDW all ages, which is actually a really cool idea.
Yeah.
So
it's just getting into the hands of the younger readers.
Yeah.
So, and then we have Moana, which I believe is just a graphic novel form of the movie. So if you like reading your movies, this is for you.
And it says right there at the bottom, the story of the movie in comics.
Yeah. It's not like a Cine story where it's literally frame by frame of the movie, which is kind of weird. But it's just a graphic novel of the movie.
Right.
It's pretty cute.
It's pretty cute.
Pretty cute.
Pretty cute. It's pretty cute.
joke.
That's sorry. All right.
Do you want to talk about Negan
Sure.
Lives again?
So we're going to talk about some of the new books coming out on Wednesday. One of the big books coming out this Wednesday is Negan Lives. Number 1, it is an all-new story set in the Walking Dead universe. So we get to continue on with some of his story. We have 3 covers up here. Huh?
A regular cover?
Right. The regular cover, silver cover, and a gold cover.
Is this bronze?
It's just regular cover.
It's bronze.
Whatever. Sure, bronze. We'll go fine.
If you want to be a winner, come by the gold one on Tuesday night on Facebook Live.
Right. So these are your very high-end premium variants, just to let you know. And we will introduce these Tuesday night. We'll introduce the regular cover also if anyone's interested. But we'll also introduce our gold and silver premium variants. And as Tommy likes to say, the price is to be determined. Right now, the prices on those are pretty
Hot
high.
cakes.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. So they will be pretty. They're not cheap premium variants. They are going to be very expensive premium variants, as normally happens with some stuff like this. Considering these are 1 per store and these are 2 per store. So you're
You have
talking.
2 of them?
We'll have 2 silvers.
Do we only have 3 of these?
No, we have enough of those.
I get it. First place, second place. Who cares? If you're not first, you're last.
Sure. Yeah. So, our normal subscribers that subscribed to Walking Dead before will actually get this issue, so we'll have that in their box. But then we'll have some of these for sale. This was an interesting setup once again. How Image and them set this up, and how Kirkman set it up for stores. It's basically not a. It wasn't orderable for us. They just basically said, here's how you're going to get these books, and here you go.
Thanks.
Yep. So thanks, Image, and
You're the
thanks
best.
Robert Kirkman for these books. It's a big help, especially on a week with basically no Marvel and no DC shipping.
Basically.
There is some variant premium variant Batman covers, but
which is not pictured here.
which
We
is
don't
not
know what it
pictured in-
looks like.
Yes.
So, some other new books on Wednesday
Well, we know what it looks
are
like. It's just not on a standard download.
King of Nowhere,
Yes.
number
3.
3. Because, it says so in the picture. The Marked, number
6.
Billionaire Island,
Number 2. That's number 2.
I can read that one. And then Buffy, number
15.
Yeah. Isn't that a cute cover?
So these are some of the other new books coming out this week, and we'll have. I think we have premium variants for Buffy, Marked, and maybe King of Nowhere?
Maybe.
I can't remember. See, once again, this is why I usually write stuff down, and then I write stuff
It should
down.
be on the website later today.
It should be on the website later today.
Sorry about the email. Tafu.
Yeah.
Snafu. My bad.
We'll get that fixed next week.
I'm not allowed to send emails anymore.
So anyway, any new stuff, premium variants, we will show Tuesday night during our Facebook Live sale. So if you're interested, join us there. If you're not interested, then
Sorry.
yeah.
Join us anyway.
Hey, you're gonna talk about previews?
I'm just gonna be Vanna White
Okay.
while you talk about previews.
All right. So new previews came out this past Wednesday. So if you haven't come by as a subscriber and pick one up, you can get one if you use previews. Our policy at the shop is if you're a subscriber, or I guess technically not even a subscriber, you would be if you used it. But if you want to use if you use a previews and turn the previews in every month with us, you get the previews for the next month. So we will give you a previews if you consistently use a preview.
Use it. It's a very good tool.
Right.
So you don't miss a thing.
Correct. So in this previews, you have all the publishers. Marvel ships its own previews book with this one. So that's a part of it. The only caveat to previews now is DC. DC no longer calls theirs DC Previews. It's DC Connect, and it's online only. And we should have that up on our website later today also. So we have the last issue up on our website currently, but issue 2 just came out when this came out, so we'll have that up there. So if there's any DC books you want to look at, we'll have that up there for you also. Be DC Connect.
So just turn in your list by the 20th with what you want.
Right. So if you do a previews, we'll go through it again really quick. There's a form in there, or you can use any kind of form. We need like item code, issue name, and issue number, and you'll get the item code in there. And that's all we need is what you want. For DC stuff, if you turn it into us, all you can really give us is the issue name and number. There are no item codes for DC anymore, just to let you know. What's wrong? And just to go through, as I said last week, we would kind of give you a quick update. So every week we're going to kind of hit a different company. So this week we're going to hit Image. So one of the new number ones in this previews is actually Inkblot. And one of the writers and the artist on this book is Emma Kubert. So we are now in the 3rd generation of Kuberts doing book, and her art actually looks gorgeous in this. I don't know about her writing yet, as I haven't read anything from her yet.
Look at the cover.
But the cover is cool. So that's a new number one in this previews.
Derek recommends it, and so does Philip. Just buy it.
Let me.
What are you doing?
There was another, not that one. It's back here. It was, and then Zardasky has a new number one in here called Stillwater. So this is a new horror comic coming through Skybound, which is Robert Kirkman's group at Image. So that is also in here. We're going backwards, which is fine. And then James Tinian the Fourth, which I have no idea if I'm still saying his name correctly.
He writes a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, one day either he'll correct me or someone else correct me, and then I still won't remember. So that's the part. So it's the Department of Truth. It's basically a conspiracy theorist type magazine.
On
So
the cover.
yep. So that's also a new number one in there. And then if we go back, and then if we go back to where you were, oops, not that one. That's Inkblot. See, her artwork is actually very pretty. Oops, not that.
Not that.
Where's it at?
Norway.
Oh, Norway.
Volume 2.
Norway Volume 2. So Norway's coming back. This seems to take place, I think it says 7 years at the end of the first one. So that'd be neat. So these aren't single issue. These are actually graphic novels that's being put out through Image. So Norway is highly recommended. And then we had new East to West hardcover. So year 3 hardcovers in here. Jupiter's Legacy. Monsters
Paper
Volume
Girls!
5. And then the Paper Girls Deluxe Edition hardcover Volume 3 is in
Hopefully
here.
it's shiny.
Venture Man continues, number 4. Once again, I reviewed it last week. If you're a fan of the old pulp stories and stuff, this one is really, really worth it. Black Magic 14 is in here. I can't recommend Black Magic enough. We
on
love
Tuesday, my T-shirt.
Yeah, I mean, of course, we're big Greg Rucka fans, and then Nicola Scott's art is just always gorgeous. So,
I mean, everyone loves witches, right?
yeah, we highly recommend that. And then that might be our big books. I mean, there's still, your Decorum, your Die.
Ah.
Gideon Falls is still going on, which that book's insane.
Sorry about the last volume, though.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah. See, it's even insane when they try to do a trade.
Yeah, they can't even print the words.
Mercy, 6 of 6 is in here. Seems like a lot of people slept on the first couple of issues of Mercy. Issue 3 just came out this past week, and now everyone's like, well, I need Mercy 3. Well, most of them didn't order Mercy 1 and 2. So if you want Mercy 6 and you want to continue on, you need to let us know to order it. because that's how we pre-order. We pre-order by sales, and so 1 and 2 didn't sell very well, other than a handful of people, and then we got number 3 in. We sold out immediately, and then everybody's like, "Well, why do you have it?" Well, we ordered just as many as we did 1 and 2, and we still have one. We still had 1 and 2s, but they're gone now also.
The art is beautiful.
Right, and this one is going to have a cover C by Jen Bartel. So
yeah, I think that's it.
that's it. It's pretty violent.
My arm's getting tired.
All right, your arm's getting tired? Oh, let's see. So I think that's it for preview. So that's all for Image. I mean, there's a whole bunch of other stuff in there, but that's
for another day.
That's for another day, another show. We're going to kind of go through the previews every week. Next week, we'll probably hit Boom. So we'll do some Boom books next week, and then some Marvel another week, and then everything else kind of after that, like Aftershock and IDW. We'll go through that and some indie stuff. There's some really cool stuff. I think Terry Moore is doing he's doing an updated version of his How to Draw book in there, so it's got additional pages and stuff, so we'll hit that also. So there's previews, so if you have questions about
the Image section of previews.
Yep, so there's previews. If you have any questions on previews, you can always contact us at the shop, Facebook, email, and we'll try to do the best we can of answering. So, anyways, I hit a button and nothing happened. Let's try again. There we go.
We are done for sidewalk sales for now. So thanks to everyone who helped us clean out some bins.
Last 3 weeks.
We had a pretty good turnout, so thanks for coming out. We will probably resume them once the weather cools down a little bit more. We know it's getting real hot out there. We have a few more things that we haven't put out yet, like some all ages stuff, some trades.
And we still have a ton of single issue stuff.
Yeah.
So people seem to be really happy with our dollar book sidewalk sales. Is a lot of people people left yesterday with complete runs of books for very cheap.
Yeah.
Some people have found some of our bonus books stuffed within there, and they would walk out with like a $10 book for $1. So they were pretty happy about that. We try to make it worth everyone's while. So they've been a lot of fun. Everyone did say, "Hey, it's hot out here," because it got to the 90s yesterday.
Week 1 was perfect, and it just kept getting hotter.
Week 1 was perfect. Week 2 wasn't bad, but then yesterday was really hot. So that was it. We did our 3 weeks of sidewalk sales. We're going to kind of take the summer off, and then once we get back into the fall,
we have free comic book summer. So.
Yeah, we have free comic book summer on Saturdays. So you never know. There may be a flash sale.
Some stuff out there or inside on the table. You never know.
So we would suggest you keep up with our social media, especially Facebook, and Instagram. I'm pretty bad at
He's bad
Twitter.
at social media.
I'm not that bad. Bad, but I'm not that bad. So I would check on Saturdays. There may always be a flash sale sometime, pop up here and there. Video. So we'll have those. But thanks again for everyone who supported us over the last 3 weeks for the sidewalk sale. It was a lot of fun. A lot of carrying boxes.
I did a lot of manual labor.
You did?
So, next Saturday is the 4th of July. Not everyone celebrates that. So, we're still going to be open, regular business hours, 11 to 7. And we're going to have a mini sale on our Funko Pops. So they're going to be 25% off. And this excludes previews, exclusives Funkos. So like the Marvel Endgame Tony with the Infinity Gauntlet and the Venom Spidey. Anything that has a previews exclusive logo on it is not on sale. But anything else Funko Pop related on that table will be 25% off.
Which is our older Funko Pop.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them are pretty expensive, so a 25%
Yeah, and some
off,
of them might only be $1 off, but we're trying to move product, make room for new stuff.
Yep, so that will be Saturday. When y'all are stuck with me all day on Saturday. Because somebody is going to be leaving. So, anyway, moving on.
Just another reminder about book club. We will be reading When Stars Are Scattered and We still have 2 copies up at the store. If you want to join us, anyone can join us. Don't be shy. This book is about a Somali refugee, so it might be depressing, it might be uplifting. Can't tell you because I haven't read it yet. But
we got 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. I usually wait till the last minute, so it's fresher in here. But we will send out the Zoom link in our Facebook group a few days before, maybe the day of. Who knows with this guy? But that will be on Saturday, July 11th at 4 p.m.
Pretty good with the day before.
So join us for that. August, we're doing Mr. Miracle.
What?
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That we are.
That's exciting.
Any questions or anything?
I have something to say, but I'm waiting for this.
Oh. So, you want to go ahead?
Yeah.
All right.
So, Philip's going to do some reviews of some new books, but Ian would like to thank you for your recommendation on What's in Future.
Glad you enjoyed it, Ian. We love it. I love it.
Yeah, Philip's been pushing this book since it first came out, or even before it first came out.
Right.
And asked Tommy too. Like, they will praise the heck out of this book. And when we did it for book club a few months ago.
Yeah, when it first came out, March. Was it March?
Trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Everyone seemed to love it.
So cool.
You want to do your book reviews?
Yep. So basically, we sponsored by the Watson Review. So we have a few books coming out that came out this past Wednesday that I'm reviewing. It's really hard to review books sometimes before they come out, so because we don't always get single issues or PDFs ahead of time. So we basically have Once in Future number 8 that came out last week. So we're continuing the story of King Arthur, and Merlin. Thank you. And it basically is Beowulf is now joined. Yeah, they may not be able to see it, but it's yeah. I usually take them out of the bags, but I'm pretty horrible at stuff. So yeah, thanks. So now we're dealing with basically the kings are undead, so more and more kings seem to be coming back from the dead as a group has to fight off the evils.
The kings
that
are
is.
undead.
Yep. So it just continues the storyline. The first trade had a really decent ending, and then it had after credit scenes, which then led into this.
Alert,
so
the story continues.
Yeah, the story continues. So we still highly recommend Once in Future.
So we're sold out of some of the issues, but you can still get the trade, right?
Yeah, we're sold out of some of the early issues, which is actually pretty astounding considering how many of the early issues that we actually purchased. But with Karen Gillian and Dan Moore, and I can't say enough about Dan Moore's artwork. I mean, he is just getting better and better every time he does something. And he's definitely set himself apart from a lot of artists.
Wicked Things.
Wicked Things number 2 came out. Basically, if you're a fan of Veronica Mars or Nancy Drew, this is kind of right
You're such
up.
a fanboy.
I am. This is kind of right up your alley. It's basically a young detective who's found herself on the wrong side of the law by no fault of her own. And her story continues in issue 2 on how that's going to transpire, how she's going to get herself out of this.
She's adorable.
And we still have issue 1 up there if you want to pick up some issue 1s, and we just got issue 2 in. So this is a variant. This is the I think the cover B variant, I believe, right? Well, let's see here.
John Allison.
Then it's the Veronica Fish. Sorry, it's the retailer unlocked. That's Veronica Fish, right?
I was about to say, looks very fishy to me.
So that book is very good. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, if you're a Veronica Mars or Nancy Drew fan, then that will be, or any kind of detective story, that'd be right up your alley.
Have you read this?
Yes. So next up is, I'll be honest, I kind of slept on this book and it kind of got past me. Marvel is doing a bunch of one-shots, basically called Marvel Snapshot, and this was featuring Captain America. And the reason I say it snuck past me is it's actually written by Mark Russell. So Mark Russell wrote this book as a one-shot. It takes place in the 70s. And basically we find out what happens when your part of town isn't really necessarily Manhattan. Like, how much do the heroes really care about what gets destroyed outside of Manhattan, and how does that be handled? How is that being handled? And then what really makes up a hero? And so it's Captain America is the main hero in it as far as a superhero goes, but he's not the main character. The dialogue is not from really his perspective, but we do have an Iron Man shows up, but it's actually really well done, as you can expect from a Mark Russell book.
Fanboy,
Yep.
once again.
So once again, like I said, I completely missed that book when it was solicited.
This looks like an action figure.
It is. So this is an action figure variant of Empire Avengers Zero. So we're now basically kicking off the Empire storyline that's going on this summer. Finally, I think the FF0 came out like months ago, but we kicked it off again with Avengers Empire Zero. They're bringing back a bunch of older storylines that they've been putting together for a while, and like older Marvel history, like they tend to do in some of these bigger events. That's leading up to the Kree and Skrull joining forces, so we kind of get back into the history of what made them be at war in the first place, and then what's bringing them back together to attack everyone.
I want one of these action figures.
And it is pretty cool. And so we have that going on in here. We have some old heroes who hasn't shown up in a while reappear, and then who initially was fighting with the Kree at the beginning. So a lot of the old stuff is coming back up. If you read Avengers for a long time, a lot of stuff in here you're going to notice. If you haven't, they kind of catch you up to speed pretty quick. And then there's a lot of little editor's notes basically saying, hey, go read this storyline. So, but
They like to do that.
Yep, they like to do that. So actually, I think this, if you're into the sci-fi aspect of Marvel and you want your FF and Avengers and your Kree and your Skrull, I think this is going to be a nice storyline for the summer. It starts off really well. And then we have a book that's came out from Aftershock.
Save our shots.
Yep, so it's basically a SOS book that Aftershock sent us, and they got a lot of people together. I think Cullen Bunn did some stuff. It's a bunch of people in the back. Steve Orlando, Phil Hester, Jerry Ordway. I'm just kind of scanning some of the people on the back. And they kind of did their love story to comic shops. Like what brought them into comic shops initially, what kept them going to comic shops, and how they felt about it. So I think it's like 4 or 5 stories in there, I believe. And these was sent to us from Aftershock as to kind of help through everything. It was really well done. Let me see something. Right? Is there 5 stories?
I don't know. You read it? No?
I don't remember. Anyway, it doesn't say at the beginning. It's just a different story. But anyway, this is something from the mind of Joe Pruitt, who basically runs Aftershock, owns Aftershock. He's been very much a big supporter of comic shops. He supports us heavily, and so he kind of put this together. So it's a lot of fun to see how some of these creators got into their comic shop and what they did from a early age, and how they still kind of flowed through that.
Of course,
so.
David Mack's art is incredible.
Right, and then yes, we got a David Mack cover through this book. So we have some of these left in the shop. So 5, 6, something like that, 4 or 5. So we have some of these left in shop. So it's really worth reading. It's really well done. So that is it for my reviews of the week. Well, Watson.
Watson posts his on Instagram.
Yep.
He doesn't talk during the show.
No, he doesn't. So, but if you want to see more reviews where we do more graphic novels, and other stuff,
Whatever I feel like reading.
right, it's on the Watson Review. So join him. He helps us support.
Storm makes guest appearances sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know where she is.
Scholastic seems to like our Watson Reviews. Scholastic supports us a lot.
They follow us now.
Yep, so that's pretty cool.
And you can follow us on other social media besides Facebook, Instagram. We have Twitter, and these videos will be posted on YouTube later.
Woohoo, YouTube!
If I don't forget.
You won't forget, I'll remind you.
And most of our updates are on Facebook and Instagram. They basically get the same content, but we know not everyone's on the same platform. So however you want to get your information,
right,
we're trying to put it out there for you.
And I've tried to be better on Twitter. I just can't get into Twitter. I have a hard time. I have a hard time with tweeting.
I feel like I'm talking to myself on Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's really, if I do Twitter, that's really where all my stupid thoughts should go, because that really seems what Twitter is a bunch of stupid thoughts strung together.
Yeah,
so,
you should work on that.
I should, but I'm pretty horrible at it, so.
Do we still have copies of this?
Yes, we still have copies of Marvel. Everything that I showed, we still have copies of. And there is a variant cover for Marvel Snapshot. So, I think the Marvel Snapshot variant looks actually more like a 70s cover. It's got Cap and Falcon on it. Because Falcon, since this story is taking place in the 70s, Falcon is
in his
Captain,
white and red suit?
Yes, so Falcon is Captain's partner in that storyline. So there's a variant cover at the shop that has, it's a very 70s cover with them on it. So it's pretty awesome. But that book is once again, my bad. I slept on it. It's a one-shot. Marvel does a lot of one-shots, but they seem to be doing something different with these. And I think on all the Marvel Snapshot one-shot, they're doing a bunch of them. Snapshots, one-shots. Alex Ross is doing all the covers.
Are they connecting covers?
So, no, they're not connecting covers. But Alex Ross is doing the main cover on all of those. And you may or may not see what I just did because with the light and the glare. But it's there.
It's there.
It's there, man. It's there.
And are you done talking now?
I think so. Are you done talking?
I think so.
Okay. All right.
I'm sure we forgot something. We'll just tell you later.
Yeah. So, and we will continue on with our 33rd anniversary logo for the rest of this year, at least on this platform. It will probably make its appearance on Facebook and stuff again. We have free stickers at the shop.
Yeah, we have stickers of this.
So
I showed them last week.
Yep. So if you like our 33rd anniversary logo, or you just like our regular logo, we have 3-inch stickers at the shop for free. If you just say, hey, I'd really like to have a 6-inch sticker, those are actually $1. And those also are at the shop. They're just behind the counter, so ask if you want them.
I rearranged some this week if you want to go check it out, see if you noticed.
Tommy doesn't know that yet. He may know it now. The rearranging. We expanded our young adult section this week.
Again.
So it has gotten larger.
Eventually, the all ages and young adult sections are probably going to merge because I'm taking over the world.
Yep. And so actually, the young adult and all ages grew this week by a panel.
Yeah, they grew by a panel.
Yeah.
So we have the same amount of T-shirts. They're just one less panel.
Yeah, they're just now stacked.
We're trying to get rid of some action figures. We put them on sale for $5 yesterday. There's still 3 left, so if you want to go grab a cheap action figure.
They're the DC.
Green. There's 2 Green Arrow ones, and then
there's a Green Lantern one with just Green Lantern weapons that goes with it.
If that's something you're interested in.
Yeah. So we have 3 of those left. They're $5. We had 6 yesterday. We sold 3. So we got 3 left at $5. So if you want to look at them, I left them on the table. I'm pretty sure Tommy didn't move them.
I moved them yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Where'd you move them to?
To go with the other toys.
Where's the other toys at?
Up front by the statues.
Oh, you put them with the bust and stuff on.
Yeah, they're over there.
So they're in the front. So if you haven't been up there in the last week, we've also got statues. So we put those up front. We've moved one of our 3-tier tables up front with all the bust and other items.
Together.
So everything's up there.
Yeah, I did that.
Yep. So
I drive this one crazy with my rearranging antics.
So we were up there for 3 days straight.
We're restocking the supplies again. We'll finish that tomorrow.
So we got 3 new art boxes. Whew. So,
oh yeah, we'll take a picture of those tomorrow and post on the gram.
Right. So we got 3 new art boxes. We got 2 Xenoscopes. One's a Robin Hood Xenoscope box. One's, I can't remember who, Xenoscope box. And then we have a Power Ranger art box. Power Rangers art box coming out that looks pretty cool. So we'll have those up tomorrow and put out. And so we got more of the plastic bins, short box plastic bins in that everyone's been asking for, and we got those out. So we got a whole bunch of, we did get a supply.
Portfolios.
Yep. We got a supply shipment in yesterday. Hopefully we'll get another supply shipment in a couple of weeks. So
We have tons of new books in the all ages and young adult section that aren't comic related if you want to check them out.
we sold the Trove and Noah book.
Yeah, lots of reading to be had, not just comics anymore.
Right. So, and if there's, once again, on the book side, if there's something that you see that you want and we don't have it, please let us know, and we can probably get it for you. Whether it is comics or trade or a Scholastic
We'll do
Penguin or
our
Ingram.
best.
Yep. So we can, we pretty much put a lot of novels out there. I still push Marissa Myers, Luna Chronicles, so we have all that stuff out there. If you haven't read her Renegades trilogy, that's up front.
We also have diverse reading by all kinds of people with all kinds of stories.
If it has writer Nick Stone on the top,
Read it.
You probably should read that. I love Nick Stone. She's awesome.
Yeah, we still have 4 copies of Sherry left. We took down a display though, so.
Yep. Yeah, the display's gone. It was right next to that, but we put it over with the young adult stuff. But we still have the Sherry's up there. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyways,
See,
stop
we ramble.
rambling
We
now.
like rambling. I like rambling. It's fun. We have any questions before we go? Just one last check.
Tommy says it's up now, so the book list has been posted, or DC Connect has been posted, or both
Something's posted
on our website.
on our website. So probably both. If not, he's still working on it. But the book list and or DC Connect is probably up. So
Once again, I'm not allowed to send emails.
none of us are. None of us. Anyway, we'll get it figured out. All right. So once again, thanks for joining us this week. We appreciate it from our home. Once again, this may become a normal thing for us. As
Not that we're lazy, we're just tired.
tired, yeah. It's been a long week, so
Hopefully Tommy's feeling better. You can go bug him today.
don't bug him too much though.
Yeah, not too much.
Like don't poke at him or anything. Just kind of stand 6 feet away and go. No, stand 6 feet away. Maybe not the other.
Don't laugh at
Don't
him.
laugh at him, but 6 feet away. Stay 6 feet away from him. So
You're not encouraging bullying, are you?
no, now that's wrong. No,
You big bully.
I'm not a bully. He's a bully. The thing over there with his bottle of wine is Big Bully.
He's not paying you any mind.
Nope, he's asleep. All right.
Alright.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for
We appreciate
watching.
it. I'm going to leave her here while I go turn off the camera so she can smile and look cute.
I'm not very good at that.
I'm not either.
Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. Ciao.